You know how the famous saying goes, New Year, who dis? And we promise to bring that same clueless attitude into our first What's on Your Mind of 2024. We're going to start things off with Brooke, like we always do.
Yes.
Hey, Brooke, what's on your mind?
Oh, my God. Okay, first, it is so good to be back in our brand new studio. Wow. It is so beautiful. If you haven't seen it, go to our socials.
Or come into the studio.
Yeah, sure. I'll
come on
invite
down to the
anyone.
station.
Probably security will just let them in.
But over the break, we got a chance to travel to Portugal.
Ooh. By we, you mean you and your family.
Yeah.
Not us.
Yeah.
I didn't go anywhere.
And I gotta say, the strangest experience of my life was seeing Portuguese Santa Claus. It was like being on an acid trip. And I've never been on an acid trip, but this is what I imagine it to be.
What do you mean?
How is Portuguese Santa different than Santa over here?
The whole experience, very different. Okay, first we go wait in line, right? Which was cool. And there's like a little craft table for the kids while we're waiting.
Good.
And behind the door where Santa is, we can't see, but we keep hearing all this applause. Like applause, like large groups of people applauding.
It's like a show or something.
I guess.
Or
I'm like,
tricks.
what is Santa doing back there?
Yeah.
Is he doing something? I don't know.
Like giving out
Okay.
presents.
Yeah, so we're like, talking like, what is this gonna be? So finally, a large Portuguese sparkly elf opens the door, right?
All right.
And lets 20 of us in
Oh, it's like an exclusive.
to a pitch black room
What?
filled with black lights.
Wait, what?
Where like there's
a rave?
oh my God, yes, and there's like spray painted neon Santa on the wall, and we
Like
sit
graffiti?
down. It is so we're like, what is going on? And everything's in Portuguese, so we have no idea what anyone's saying.
No.
Does Santa have his shirt and glow sticks when you sit on his lap?
He's not even in there.
Oh,
All that's in
no.
there is the two elves. So we proceed for the next
Pre-game?
25 minutes to play some sort of Simon Says, where we're pointing to our hair and our bellies. We don't really know. We're just kind of trying to follow the same movements. And
Games.
every time we get it wrong, there's little children up front that point at us and start laughing. And then when you get it wrong, they sing a song and they clap it around in a circle.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
And celebrate how stupid you are.
Oh, the stupid American.
I kind of
Yes.
like it.
After 25 minutes of this, finally the door opens and this other elf is saying something in Portuguese and we're just staring at him. And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then some other people are like, it's your turn, go. And I'm like, oh, this is the time. So we go into the room and there is the skinniest Santa you've ever seen.
Oh,
Just,
malnourished?
well, I just think European. So maybe on a better Mediterranean diet, you know?
Yeah, okay.
And we sit down, and he does speak some English, which is amazing,
that's
with a
good.
heavy accent, which kind of is, it's hard for the kids to
Yeah.
kind of figure out what's happening.
Well, he
and
does speak every language.
we just do a couple of thumbs up photos.
Yeah.
It's like thumbs up, and then we're ushered out. And it is like the strangest thing.
happened?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And both kids look at me, and they're just like shock in their face. They're like, we didn't like that.
That is not like the typical mall Santa experience. Oh my gosh.
like-
You've ruined
Yeah.
Christmas for your
So,
children. Good job, Brooke.
Well, if
you
they
know.
get Molly in their stocking for Christmas,
Yeah,
you know who gave it?
that's
It's the Portuguese
yeah,
Santa.
it's a Portuguese Santa.
Yeah.
So just different culture, different vibe.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
Jose, what's on your mind?
Well, if you guys didn't know, I went to Disneyland over break, and it was amazing. I had an awesome time. Everything was awesome, except for one thing.
Uh-oh.
I was in Toontown.
Oh, I love
I know,
Toontown.
Toontown's amazing. I love it all, but Toontown
Okay.
was so fun.
All right.
So, I'm buying Mickey ears at
Yeah.
a shop,
Yes,
right?
duh.
After my purchase, I'm fidgeting with them, trying to put them on, and I look and I see an exit sign. Follow the exit sign to go back because
Yeah.
I'm waiting for a ride.
Yeah.
Well, all of a sudden, I look up and I'm in a long hallway.
No.
I'm like, oh, I'm not supposed to be here. And then I turn back around just to open the door behind me that I just
Yeah.
went in, and there's
Yeah.
a sign that says, check your costumes.
Oh, you're backstage.
And I'm like, oh no, I'm in an employee hallway.
Yeah.
This
You're gonna
isn't
get
good.
kicked out.
Restricted access.
And then I realized that there's a code on the panel on the inside,
no.
so I can't just open the door again.
Oh.
Like it's
no.
locked from
You're
the inside.
stuck?
So then I start wandering down
No.
this hallway, and it is long, and it just keeps going. And there's signs like, remember the magic, and I'm just freaking out because there's just door after door, and it's like real life Alice in Wonderland. And I am scared at this point.
Is it? What color is it?
Yeah,
back
you should
there?
have taken a video.
No, I didn't want to. I was scared. I thought of it, but I almost called the police because I was like, what do I do? Like, I'm trapped at Disneyland in a long gray hallway. I can't.
Interesting.
Even if I thought about testing doors, but even if one opens, I don't know what ride I'm behind. I'm not going to walk in and all of a sudden I'm like a character on a ride. Like, so I start to freak out. I'm like, when do I call the police? And then eventually this teenager walks in, an employee who works there.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh my God, help me. I'm lost and I'm scared and I'm trapped. I don't know where I am.
You're a grown man.
I know, but I really was scared.
At the safe place.
Disneyland brings out the child in all of us.
guess
Okay.
so.
Well, I also thought I'm going to get arrested and kicked out. And like, I love where I am. I'm not trying to hurt anybody.
You're
Okay.
not trying to be blacklisted here.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So she does what she should do, and like I'm a child, she's like, okay, let's calm down, take a breath. Where were you?
No.
Where's your mommy and daddy?
She literally said that. She goes, where's your family?
Oh, no.
And I'm like, I'm all alone. And then she's like, it's okay, where were you? And I was like, I was buying Mickey ears at Toontown, and I just wanted to go back. And she's like, okay. And then she grabs my hand, and she's like, let's get you to Toontown.
no. She held your
puts
hand.
in the code, gets
Yeah.
me back in, and everything was fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
But I was
Dude,
literally
that
a
is-
lost child.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You went through the secret door.
Yeah.
I know.
You
and
should have stayed back there and
I was
toured.
scared to explore. I was like, this is bad.
Glad you made it out okay.
Yeah.
Alexis, what's been on your mind?
I'm going to add on to the vacation stories. And I went to Italy, but it wasn't exactly what I expected.
Okay, what'd you expect?
Well, I knew their coffee was good, I heard. Like
I've
espresso's
heard
big
that,
there.
yeah, totally.
But like the issue is they just have like one shot of espresso, at the counter. And like that's not gonna do it for me. I want it iced and I need 4 shots.
Oh, they're not gonna ice coffee
and
there.
they don't do that. So I ended
No,
up going
they
to
don't even-
Starbucks a lot.
They don't
when
even
I
have
was in
ice.
Italy.
You go to
No.
Starbucks in Italy?
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Then I had to hide my cup walking around because it was like pretty embarrassing. Nobody had it.
Oh no, they were like these Americans.
Terrible. And then, don't get me started, no White Claws, no seltzers.
Yeah.
No
I don't want to get
seltzers at
into
all?
it.
I think just wine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of
What?
wine. Then I love the croissants, don't get me wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but I got tired of them, so I did find myself really craving a sausage biscuit, and I had to find a McDonald's.
No way.
Which I did eat in Italy.
You just went to
Wow.
Italy to experience the United States.
The
Yeah.
Starbucks and McDonald's
Yeah.
there.
Hey,
Yeah.
it is a European flair to them.
And then it's like people talk up the big like things there, like the Coliseum I went to.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And
It's
review.
like the wonder of the world, right?
I took photos, but not of the broken rocks in front of me.
Oh.
I took them. There was a cat loose in the Coliseum area. And that was way more exciting than all the history around me. So
Aw,
I just
kitty.
followed this cat around the Coliseum. And like, without that, is it great? Not really. I mean, but that made it worth it.
Go for the Italian stray
Yeah,
cats.
I just want to give some honesty to people before they go to Italy, so you know what to expect.
So out of 5 stars, your review of Italy?
2.
Oh,
Wow.
No, some days it was off. I mean, mostly the Starbucks just wasn't as great there. Something was off.
Oh, okay. Make the Starbucks better in Italy.
Yeah.
All right, Jeffrey, what's on your mind?
I went to the Netherlands for our holiday break.
God, aren't we all bougie?
Yeah, well, it was a
Good
last
for
minute
us.
guys, all,
choice.
I don't know if I'm allowed outside the country,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm happy for you guys.
But it's a little intimidating being around the people of the Netherlands because they're all very tall,
Yeah.
very fit,
Oh, they
very
bike everywhere.
naturally good looking. Yeah, the whole city bikes everywhere. So
yeah.
makes
And they
a lot
all
of
speak
sense.
like 5 languages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well educated.
So, but the most intimidating part of it was when I went to a bathroom at one of the local pubs.
Yeah.
No one was in the stalls there. That's not
Okay.
where I'm going with it. I'm not intimidated by that. The urinals in the Netherlands are like a foot taller than they are than in America.
Oh, is it like, can you reach?
You see, in order to get my business done, I had to take a step back and coast guard it.
Oh,
What does that mean?
Well, you know, the Coast Guard has those like boats that spray water up onto the burning ships.
yeah, you
They're
gotta
not
get a
like flat
arch.
across. It's like an upwards arc, like a
Yeah.
Steph Curry 3-pointer
Attaboy.
from
Like-
downtown.
Like you're christening an airplane.
That's right, Splash Brothers. So
Splash
it
Brothers.
was a challenge, got the job done, and I am a better person for having visited the
Bro,
Netherlands.
this is like a pee obstacle course.
That's right.
We should invent something like this.
I feel for whoever had to clean that bathroom out. Oh my
You're here
God.
playing min pee golf.
Yeah.
Text in 78592. Tell us what's been on your mind. It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.